Skincare wasn't always a shelf full of bottles. It lived in the quiet rituals of women who listened to their skin, not the noise of marketing. They didn't read ingredients, they knew them. Their beauty secrets were passed down in whispers, wrapped in cloth, and stored in kitchen jars. Today, on Dress, Dine, and Shine, we're not just revisiting 13 forgotten ingredients. We're unwrapping stories, scents, and science that have aged beautifully. This is beauty the way it was meant to be, honest, humble, and healing.
Vetiver roots, Haikavas khus, nature's cooling therapy. In scorching Indian summers, grandmothers tied vetiver roots to clay water pots. The water not only cooled but carried the scent of soil after rain. When used on the skin, whether infused in water or ground into a paste, vetiver soothes inflammation, balances oily skin, and fades pigmentation scars. Ayurveda calls it ushira, a herb that cools the mind and the dermis alike. What science says? Vetiver contains antioxidants and compounds like B-vetivone that reduce oxidative stress and help with skin regeneration. Turmeric paste haldi, golden anti-inflammatory power. A slow pour of warm water into turmeric powder forming a thick paste. This golden root was never just for weddings. Our grandmothers made weekly turmeric masks for their children. Its antibacterial properties healed cuts and acne, while curcumin worked deep to brighten dull, tired skin. It wasn't just skincare, it was preventive medicine. What science says? Curcumin in turmeric reduces melanin production and supports collagen synthesis, making it a natural skin lightener and healer.
Fermented rice water, the silken elixir. Rice being rinsed, stored in a clay bowl, left overnight. Left to ferment overnight, this humble water turned into a nutrient-rich tonic. It contains patera, rich in vitamins, amino acids, and minerals. Used as a toner or rinse, it tightens pores, hydrates deeply, and calms inflammation, especially useful for sensitive or acne-prone skin. Science says fermented rice water increases ceramide production, improving the skin's barrier function.
Saffron threads, kesar, royal radiance. Delicate saffron strands being steeped in milk, glowing amber. Saffron wasn't used casually. Just a few strands soaked in warm milk or rose water created a luxurious serum. It boosted complexion, stimulated blood circulation, and was believed to invoke tejas, the inner glow of vitality. What science says? Crocin and saffronal in saffron have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, making it a potent anti-aging ingredient.
Raw honey, nature's humectant and healer. Honey dripping slowly onto fingertips, massaged into cheeks. It's sticky, golden, and revered. Raw honey was used as a face pack, spot treatment, and lip balm. Its natural enzymes exfoliate, while its antimicrobial properties fight acne. But most of all, it heals. Even today, hospitals use medical-grade honey on wounds. What science says? Honey contains gluconic acid and hydrogen peroxide, which cleanse and moisturize without stripping. Sandalwood powder, chandan, the sacred skin soother. A brass bowl of sandalwood powder mixed with rosewater into a fine paste. Carved from sacred trees and ground by hand, sandalwood paste was a cooling ritual for sunburns, acne, and rashes. Applied with a flat wooden spatula, it dried into a calming shell, leaving skin fresh, matte, and delicately fragrant. What science says? Alpha sandalol in sandalwood inhibits bacteria and reduces excessive oil production.
Neem leaves, bitter leaf, sweet skin. Neem leaves boiling gently in water, turning bright green. Bitter in taste, but a blessing for the skin. Neem water was splashed on the face to fight breakouts. Masks made from crushed leaves or powder controlled oil and kept fungal infections away. This wasn't optional, it was seasonal skin protection. What science says? Neem contains nimbin and azadirachtin, powerful antifungals and antibacterials.
Cold-pressed coconut oil, the oil of abundance. oil being poured over the skin in circular massage strokes. From baby massages to bridal preps, coconut oil was the base of it all. Rich in fatty acids, it healed dry patches, protected the skin barrier, and even removed makeup naturally. The scent alone evokes comfort and care. What science says? Lauric acid in coconut oil has antimicrobial effects and deeply penetrates skin layers. Gram flour, besan, the glow getter. Besan being mixed with yogurt, applied in upward strokes. A natural exfoliant used daily before soaps existed. Besan drew out impurities, unclogged pores, and lightened tan. It was also the base of the iconic ubtan used during Indian weddings to make the bride's skin visibly glow. What science says? Besan regulates sebum, has anti-inflammatory zinc, and gently removes dead skin. Aloe vera gel, straight from the plant, the living moisturizer. A fresh aloe vera leaf being sliced, translucent gel scooped out. Every garden had one. Every cut, burn, or pimple saw it. Fresh aloe soothes like nothing else, hydrating, healing, and protecting the skin with a silky touch. What science says? Aloe contains polysaccharides that increase hydration and stimulate collagen production. Rosewater, home distilled, the liquid poem. Steam distillation of rose petals, droplets collecting in a glass bottle. Used to cleanse, tone, and refresh, rosewater is the oldest known cosmetic, but its power lies in its vibration. It calms the nervous system while calming the skin, like a lullaby for the face. What science says? Rosewater balances pH and has anti-inflammatory properties due to flavonoids. Uptan mix, skin food made at home. Uptan powder being spooned into a brass bowl, mixed with milk. No two uptans were the same. Recipes were passed down like family heirlooms, combining besan, turmeric, sandalwood, rose petals, and sometimes almonds. It wasn't just about removing dead skin, it was an act of care. What science says? Uptans combine exfoliation with herbal nourishment, reducing dependence on synthetic scrubs. Buttermilk, klaj, the acidic brightener. Buttermilk being dabbed onto the skin with cotton. Cooling, clarifying, and rich in lactic acid, buttermilk acted like a natural peel. It reduced tan, smoothed texture, and gave tired summer skin a much-needed reset. What science says? Lactic acid in buttermilk gently exfoliates while increasing moisture retention. Skincare was once intuitive, soulful, and handmade. These ingredients may be old, but their truths are timeless. They remind us that beauty begins in simplicity, and that the glow we seek might just lie in our roots. If this video touched a memory, a curiosity, or your skin, share it forward. Let's keep these ancestral rituals alive, and let our shine come from within.